Hey, this is Juliet Danielle. Happy Monday, or not so happy Monday, whatever the case may be. I just colored my hair blonde. I got all the roots done, and it's not really fit for viewing consumption, but here we are. Okay, so I've been thinking a lot lately, like I do, and I'm just wondering, like, what are the things that are going on in the world right now that are making everybody so unhappy? You know, I know that I'm pretty vocal about experiencing depression and things, but the more I talk to people, the more I realize that I'm not alone. And so it's got me thinking, and I've noticed a trend, and this is a trend that I want to point out, and let's see if we can do something about it. And the trend that was really loud. The trend that I've noticed lately is how people like to tell you constantly that you're doing it wrong. And what I mean by that is, like, there's all these articles about, you know, how you shouldn't do, these things because it irritates this group of people. And like, what was the most recent one? I think was like, um, about how people without children, which that applies to me, um, are supremely irritated by people who have children doing like a set of 10 things. And I read through the list of 10 things, and it was really funny and everything, and I can see that the person that writing it was really smart and witty and hilarious, but they were really also hurtful, and you know they didn't speak for me. So this video is twofold. The first thing that I want to say is, if someone's telling you you're doing it wrong, you have my permission to ignore them. When we were younger, the only people that would tell us we were doing something wrong was maybe like a teacher or a parent, or maybe the people that we were hanging out with at that exact moment. They would be like, oh, your shoes are stupid or something like that. But with the addition of social media, we have a never ending supply of people trying to tell us that we're doing A, B, and C wrong, and we should feel terrible for it. And even on my friends list, I've noticed that there's a trend of complaining about what other people are posting, and I really don't understand that, because at least on my friends list, I choose to keep people on there who are actually my friends, who I care about. And what is it? This new Straight Out of Compton movie. They had like this brilliant, I think, because I'm in marketing, this brilliant campaign where you could straight out of blank, and you put your picture on it, and then you share it. And yeah, so I mean, there was a lot of those posts on my feed for a couple of days, but I noticed that, hey, my friends are really smart and hilarious, and I can't believe they thought up all of those neat things. But then right after all of those, stream of straight out of, your mom and stuff, pictures that came out, I noticed there's a new stream of stuff coming out about people complaining about how much it annoys them that they're seeing that on their feed. And when does it end? I mean, when are we going to stop complaining and telling our friends and finding new, different, creative ways to tell people that they suck? You know? Why can't we, as a group, decide that we want to be nice to one another, that we want to be accepting of diversity, that we want to make people feel good about themselves and feel okay just to be who they are. Why? Why do we have to take what someone is enjoying and stomp it into the ground until it's a piece of nothing? Why do we have to make sure that everyone else's self-esteem is just as shitty as ours? My challenge for you this week is to try to lift your friends up, even if it's hard because you're not feeling good. I promise that you will feel better when you're making other people feel better. Stop complaining about what other people are doing. Stop telling other people that they're doing it wrong. And above all, when someone else tells you you're doing it wrong, they're probably just trying to tear you down. Because we are all so unique and special and different and made for a unique purpose in this world. We cannot all be the same. That would be so incredibly boring. We're not always going to agree, but we can always try to find common ground. We can always try to open up our heart just a little bit more, and our brains to open up just a little bit more into understanding and love. And that is what I'm hoping that this video will help with, because I'm getting good vibes just making it. And I hope that it rubs off on you. And I hope that you have a wonderful week. And I hope that you feel all of the abundance of life, even in a moment that you may be hurting. I hope that you feel the untapped, never-ending power and love that God has for you. And I hope that you carry hope in your heart and know that you are loved